Hmm. Good evening and welcome to my live stream. Tonight, let me get there. Oops. Oh boy. Tonight we are going to fight CPS and stop taking our children. I'm your host, Bob Payson. So warm welcome. I don't know how your day went, but I hope your day was a good one. I'm glad you found me. I have two shows that I do daily. I've been doing this now for 25 months. That's over 2 years. This is my third year, and it's a challenge to deal with CPS. But my experience that I've been doing this now for this long time and been fighting them myself personally for 15 years, I too was a victim of CPS, and I know what you're going through. And I definitely want to help you. There's no question I want to help you. I do want to help you. Um, it is a very frustrating experience because about 50% of the time, CPS is corrupt. They're rogue. They're rogue. And so it is so hard to know what is good and what is not good and what's bad. But anyway, CPS is a government entity. It was started in '62 by an act of Congress to protect her children from neglect and abuse. It told social services to round up a group of social workers to protect her children from neglect and abuse. Also, they're instructed to try to save the family, to do reunification, family reunification, because studies have shown the greatest parents raise their kids are biological parents. So if they could take parenting classes or programs like drug treatment or domestic violence, they could get better off to be a good parent and take care of the children. So family reunification is important, but doesn't seem that CPS likes that. Now I've talked to over 2,800 people, and as I say, I've been doing this a long time. 14 of these shows, and so I really want to share what worked good for me and what didn't work good for you, and what will work for you, and so forth. I've come up with 5 rules, and these 5 rules will help you with your CPS case. Now, I have people that come in all the time. They're my regular family people. People have been coming here, some of you as long as I've been on. And there's Betty Joe. Good evening, Betty Joe. Betty Joe is a strong mother from Montana, and she has been trying to get her niece back to be adopted by her because her brother was found to not be a very suitable parent. And so the child was taken from her brother's and his girlfriend's home. The girlfriend is no longer involved, but the CPS entity in Nebraska wants to keep the child down there because supposedly this young child is bonded with the foster parents who really only want the child for money. That's the sad part about all this. The child is already bonded with Betty Joe, and Betty Joe, at one point had her actually taken from Nebraska with a court order to Montana, but had to return the child. And so it's been a struggle for her. The child has been injured in custody, and Betty Jo is a foster care mom herself. She has adopted another child who lost his parents. And the child at first was hoping to be with family members, but it didn't work out. So Betty Jo has adopted the child. So the child has a mother, and the child, thinks as Betty Jo as a mother. Now, the other lady from the same place, Montana, is called Bartley, Lisa Bartley, 54. And I welcome Lisa. She's been trying so hard the last couple months. She's been on me for a long time. and she has a young son who's 5 years old, and um, that is a really um, hard thing for her because Betty Bartley has been through so much growing up as a small child. Her mother fed her drugs. She's had two other children. One's almost 18. The other one is um, older, and she's trying to keep her son. But what's happened is that the biological father has come out of the woodwork only because he found out about the money thing and wants the child. And so he's trying to raise Cain with her. This other person who has, I mean, this man has actually raped and caused, you know, physical abuse to Bartley. And so he's bad news. He's bad news. And Bartley needs to do a lot of things. Now, Betty Joe says his attorney has had my brother sign paperwork for appeal for termination of parental rights. So I guess her brother's attorney, or she's here, I'm trying to understand, Betty Joe, has had my brother sign a paperwork for appeal. Okay, good. I'm glad that your brother's appealing his termination of parental rights. That's something new, Betty Joe. Thank you for sharing that with me on that. Um, now, um, Betty Joe further says because he was in a treatment center, they can't take his rights if he's in a treatment center. Well, that's good news. That's good news, Betty Joe. That's right. Your brother was getting treatment for his drug addiction. And, they shouldn't terminate his rights. That is so bad. And I guess that was the Nebraska CPS that's doing all that. I don't think the CPS in Montana is involved. I think it's all the Nebraska. Now we have a new person called Amazing Girls. I'm just doing fine. What is your location? And do you have a story to tell about CPS or something to share? Something to share. I'm doing okay. I just need to know where you're from. Uh, Amazing. And what is your CPS case? By the way, I need to do some housekeeping duties here. First of all, the advice that I give is not legal advice. It's for educational purposes. I'm not a lawyer or an attorney, but I have a lot of years of experience of fighting CPS. This is my going on my third year with those live podcasts. I've talked to over 2,800 people in 24 countries. And I had a case myself. So I have a lot of knowledge on it. I'm a loving father and a husband. Have 43 years of marriage experience and 61 years of life experience in working. I've been working all my life. And so I'm able to help all of you out there. I'm able to help you. If you want legal advice, all you do is contact 888-888-6582. You're going to speak to reception, tell them that Bob Pace sent you, and you can ask to speak to Mr. Davis. He will text a message for you for a private text message. He'll talk to you for $10. There's a banner at the bottom of my screen that shows that. So a text for $10, he'll do a private text. For $15, he'll do a private call. And for $25, you can be on his live stream for 30 minutes and talk to him. Now, all you have to do is use the Cash App or the Apple Pay or the Zella to send the money with your card to 310 308 7758. It's up on the screen. It's a banner running across. There's a banner running across. Now, to text a message, and this goes out to um, the people that text things, amazing. That's what you're supposed to do. Read that banner, amazing, and hopefully that will help you out there. Hopefully that will help you out there. Okay. Um, that's pretty harsh there. The police are not necessarily going to hit you. I have asked you this the last time. Please state the city or county where you're from. And I like a name besides Amazing Girls. Okay. We use first names. And I don't think that's your name there. And I hope this is not a prank because what you're saying is very serious. I don't know what state you're in, but that is very, very serious what you're saying that the police are going to kill. This is wrong. This is wrong. And with a name like that, I don't know. Um, your case is in Yola County where they tried to kidnap my children because of the way I talk to workers, and police say they determine how I am with my children. You're in Yolo County. What state is Yolo County? What state is Yolo County? That really concerns me. That really concerns me. Amazing. What state? I have put up my banner. It very clearly tells you what you need to do to text in here. How can I help you? And let's not talk about killing. I don't think the police are at that and the workers are not going to kill. Now, it is scary and I know it is hard, but tell me more, Amazing. Tell me more, please. Please tell me more. Um, anyway, um, what state is Yolo County? See, Yolo County. Let me see that. Yolo County. It's in California. All right. It's in California. And it's located near Santa Rosa, near Sacramento. Okay, it's west of Sacramento. Now I know where it is. Yolo County is between Santa Rosa and Sacramento. It's where the mountain St. Helena is. And it's in Northern California. Tahoe's to the east, Sacramento. And then Yolo County is an area that has the 5 freeway through it and the 505. And it's above San Francisco, it's above Stockton, and it's to the east of Santa Rosa and Sacramento. So I know there, but I don't think the police are bad there. That's really horrified that what I heard you say there, and it's just It really is. Uh, yeah, I see a lot of negativity about Yolo County. I do see a lot of negativity about the bad police. Um, I do see that. So you are correct about saying about the police being bad. I just don't think they're going to threaten to kill you because that's wrong. Um, there has been some concerns about the Yolo County Sheriff's Office, particularly regarding a past Wild West culture under former Sheriff El Prieto, allegations of corruption, cover up, and sexual harassment. Recent concerns include potential conflict of interest in the Espartero exposition case and the finding that Yo-Yo County Sheriff's Department is 4 times more likely to stop black people than white people based on stops per 10,000 residents. So I guess there's some racial bigotry there. And they talk about a Wild West culture, but I don't see anything about um, the child protection system there. In 2023, Yolo County Sheriff's Department was 4 times more likely to stop black people than white people per 10,000 residents. A lawsuit was filed by a surgeon alleging he was fired in retaliation for speaking out against sexual harassment and cover up efforts. Yolo County District Office has come for hearing and allegations of judicial racism and corruptions. Um, there is police corruption in there, so but that was really a strong thing. Amazing. Your phone died. Okay, understand. Um, you're not going to get killed by police. And you said a worker did on the stand under oath in front of the judge, and the judge let her. Let her do what? You're incomplete there. Um, besides texting in a message to me with your name and location, and if you're from outside the United States, please list the country. There's also, besides texting a message, you can also be a guest on my live stream. There it is. You can be a guest on my live stream. Okay. Um, okay. I'm going to go back to Betty Joe. Betty Joe says they can't take us right because of the treatment center. I agree with you. And Betty Joe further says, I just found out that the county attorney has had it in his head that he thinks that I'm not going to give him his kids back, but I'm not going to do that. Well, of course not, Betty Joe. And the county attorney, his kids, I'm confused. It's your brother's child. Amazing Girl says in Yolo County, where they tried kidnapping my children because of the way I talked to workers, the police said determines how I'm with my children. I just want to give her a lot of love and support. I know that, Betty Joe. Amazing says, I was told by the worker I was going to get killed. No, you're not. Um, a worker did on the stand under oath in front of the judge. A judge let her. The case was in 2021, is when my case started, and the workers and police worked together to put a missing person report on me. Um, geez. Um, threatened me that I was going to be killed by the police if I continued to talk to them and the police the way I do. You just got to be civil to people and document everything that's taken place. Betty Joe says, I just found out that the county attorney has had it in his head when he thinks I'm going to give his kid back, that I'm not going to do that. Just want to give her a lot of love and support. I know that. Amazing says this is a video made to show off evidence I found against the county. I forgot to put the presiding judge on the case. Amazing said they did emergency removal of my children, saying how I talk to workers and police determines how I handle my children, which is a violation of her rights. Amazing says I posted an article about me and then used the state to take my children for the second time, charged me with kidnapping my own children. Sacramento dropped the charges and released me from jail. Wow. This is bad. This is really, really bad. Amazing. Hello there, Rocky. Rocky is from Westchester, New York. He has a brother in Virginia that was wrongly accused, and he didn't do it right. Um, Rocky says hi to Bartley, 54. Amazing says, Amazing's from Yolo County. Rocky is from New York. And Betty Joe and Bartley are from Montana. I'm looking for a Sacramento DA that was on the case and asked her why they dropped it because I need help. He said that they're in the business of winning and can never see me the father of my children in any courtroom. Well, that's terrible. You never sign anything. That's good. I currently have my children and go to court via Zoom on October 21st. Bartley says, hello back to Rocky. Amazing says, we are in hiding. Oh, brother. This is sad. This is so, so, so sad. Now, I shown what you need to be a guest. I have 14 shows. I'm on every weekday at 10 o'clock and on the weekends at 8 o'clock. I'm on every night at 7 p.m. So email me the show time you want to be on. Just say I want to be on Bob's Sunday morning show or Bob's Friday night show. You just pick one day of the week, night, morning, and I can take up 9 of you. I can take 9 of you. Um, Lastly, I want to put my number up there. There's my phone number. It's 626 698 0990. My phone is on. I'm live, making sure it already rang, I think, earlier today, but let me make sure it's it's on. Yeah, okay, it is. It is. Okay. Um, I'm here to help you. In order to help you, I need you guys to ask me questions, and you can either tell a story or make a comment because I can help you about all kinds of things. I can help you all kinds of things. Now, Rocky says CPS and social workers, along with my brother's ex wife, helped conspire and build a criminal case against your brother. I understood. You told me that this morning. I think you did. Originally, the CPS case were screened out. Now, Amazing says from present to October 17th, Mr. and Mrs. Milano and I were sorry to learn of the difficulties you're experiencing and will keep your thoughts and prayers. I have no idea who you're talking about. Amazing. What president? October 17th, Mr. and Mrs. Delar Milani. I don't know who that is. Please know your courage reflects the power of the human spirit. Your tendency is inspiration to so many. We hope you find your love of family and friends and that you'll continue. Amazing says to be uplifted by the abiding strength and support of all those around you. May God bless you. What are you talking about, Amazing? Amazing is from Yolanda County and had a case where supposedly the police are going to kill them. Now, Rocky says, Amazing girls, are you talking about President Donald Trump? I think he is. We want to keep politics out of here. We're here to talk about the child protection system, something I call CPS. We're here to talk about your case or a question about your case or a comment you want to make. Okay, Amazing. We're not here to talk about politics or President Trump. Okay? Um, I don't understand what you mean by show a picture of the email. I'm totally lost here, Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace is in hiding. Oh, you had an email from Trump. Well, I've seen his emails. Again, we're not here to talk about politics, Amazing. Um, what you need to do is you need to contact the department, not Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. Thank you, Rocky. At the end of my show, I'll put the information about Doge. That's who you need to talk to. That's who you need to talk to. Now, it does say the police or the sheriffs are bad in Yolo County, but I can't believe that someone would threaten to kill you. That is wrong. That's totally wrong. And Doge needs to hear about that. Doge needs to hear about that. It's hard to believe that what you're talking about goes on like that. It really is. Oh, geez. I try to do my phone and I get that kind of crap. Oh, boy. Geez. Um, you used the email. Was that the Doge email? Is who you used? Amazing. Try the attorney general in your state. A lot of people get on social media, post your documentation. I have a human service degree. Okay, so I complete a little in the field. Marriage family therapist. I started the degree in 2014 while working in the medical field and raising my kids. Anyway, amazing. If you ask me a question, I can help you. Hello, Cruella Do a Trick. Cruella Do a Trick is from Oxnard, California. She has a case in Ventura County. Her two babies were taken from her in the fall of last year. Her mother is missing. She was taking care of her mother in her home, but she got wrongfully evicted from her stepbrother, who has throw away all her belongings in the trash. So she's had to start all over, and she's trying to find her mother and get her two babies back. So Corella, what's the newest? And hello back to you. You definitely have hope and support. Okay, just feeling grateful. All right, well, thank you for touching base with me. And amazing. That is definitely amazing what you're telling me. And as I say, um, if you be specific of what you want an answer to, I'll try to do my best to help you. Now, I only have about 10 minutes left of the show. Actually, I have about 4 minutes left of the show. My show's over at 8 o'clock. My show is over at 8 o'clock. And so I need to wind down my show. I'm going to take my phone number down since no one's calling in and put in the Department of Government Efficiency. That's something that has a website. You go to the website, it shows exactly what DOGE is doing. They are investigating social services and the child protection services. They're checking, they're investigating all aspects of it. Now, there's two phone numbers that do work. The area code is 202. It's the White House. So they are good. And there is an email you can send your stuff to. The email is at doge@mail.house.gov. And so I'll leave that on for the show because I got to wind down my show because we're going to be starting soon here. Um, hmm. I want to thank all the people that have come in here. I want to thank Amazing for being here from Yolo County near Sacramento, California. And thank you for sharing what little bit of information you get there. Now, Corella, thank you for keeping checking base with me. I do want to help you. And Rocky, I want to help you also with your brother that's wrongfully accused in Virginia. I do want to help you there, Rocky. And who else we have here? We have Betty Joe from Montana. I always pray for you. And thank you so much for dropping in and helping and doing what you do, doing, Betty Joe. And also, I want to thank Lisa Bartley, 54. Thank you for coming in tonight, Lisa Bartley. It's always good to hear from you. And, I want to help you get your son back. I care about them. So I want to help you there. So, all of you, I want to thank you very much for taking the time tonight to drop in and say hello. And, yeah, the bench trial. Your brother should never have done a bench trial. That's a suicide trial. A bench trial is where you give your rights to a jury trial. You should never give up your rights to a jury trial. Anyway, please keep fighting for your kids. Come back and see me. I'll be on tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. That's 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be on. And tomorrow night, Saturday, I'm going to be on earlier. I'll give you the correct time, but I believe I'll be on at 4 o'clock instead of 7 p.m. on Saturday. I have a family commitment I need to go to. So, with that being said, I'm going to sign off. There'll be a short video to follow me. All right? God bless you all. Please keep fighting for your children. Don't give up. Come here. I will help you. All right? Good night. God bless. I'll see you at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Watch the video.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted, and if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the
last ones left. Put your faith